Hello, how's it going? Why is it so dark? Well, let me just tell you. Well, yeah, the power's been cut. So, yeah, power got cut this morning. I turned up today, you know, like, I don't know, 9:30, and the CCTV cameras said they all went offline. So that's a bit weird. And yeah, basically, boo! Yeah, the power meter got removed. Basically, there's been, ever since I moved in here and the actual landlord got the place, which was about 6 months ago, the person before changed the name to something odd for the electricity to go to, and it's been like a big pain in the ass trying to swap over the names with the power company. They've been really unhelpful is the word, and it's got to this point where, you know, instead of paying them into the wrong name, we've been saving the electrical money to kind of pay it when it's actually changed, so it doesn't get complicated and confusing, and you know, you end up having to pay twice or some rubbish. But basically it's got to this point where, yeah, the electricity got cut today because yeah, the bills haven't been paid. They've just been sat in a like in a savings account. So yeah, thankfully now the bloody the electrical company are actually doing something about it. It's just, and hopefully they'll compensate for the bloody days that they've done this for. This should only be for like 3 or 4 days, they've said, but oh god, who the hell knows. But luckily the great thing is my landlord has a few buildings around here, and one of them has sound treated studio rooms built for, like, you know, recording and stuff, and somebody's just moved out of one, so I'm allowed to use that until this problem's been sorted. But it's just, which turns out quite good actually, because the next few days I've got a couple of writing sessions, like in the afternoons, so instead of having to write around all of this crap and in the questionable cold, it's got a nice proper plush studio to do it in. The annoying thing about it though is Game Boy Mega Machine is far too big to get in my car to take over there to work on, so I'm not really sure what to do there. I might just take some tools, build some stuff, and then bring them here, and by the time the electricity is back on, I hope it works. But I'll show you what I've been doing the last couple of days. I've been building some more CPU modulators for the rest of the voices to make it even fatter, because in that video only 4 of the oscillators were bouncing off. The rest of them were kind of in sync with the Game Boy's clocks. But this, the piece de resistance, these things that I've been working on, these are slave column buttons. So these kind of like the controls, the button controls for the Game Boys that go up. So each column has one of these, and these let you yeah, just control all the Game Boys at the same time. But these are slaves, and what they do is they'll connect down to a master one, which is here, which you push, and if you flick the switch and they're on the bus control, it means you'll be able to control every single Game Boy with the same button. But not only that, it'll have a MIDI in, and I'll make a MIDI controller Game Boy, so you'll be able to control every single Game Boy from the same Game Boy. And yeah, it's pretty exciting, and I tried it and it actually works, and I'm quite blown away by being able to do that. And I've got 8 copies of Tetris, so one of the videos when the electricity is back on is playing Tetris 8 times, seeing if the randomization works and all that stuff. In other news, like, I've been fixing SynthBike 3.0, because this is actually in a couple of days going to Stockholm to be in an exhibition. So if you live in Stockholm, you can actually come and ride on this. I can't remember exactly what the information is, but when I do know, I'll let you know. But the thing is about the next few days and trying to see the positives is I'm going to actually take a load of like my Eurorack stuff and some other stuff, and I'm going to try and make some samples for you. So like a sample pack maybe in the mornings. I'm just going to try and think of doing different things. I'm going to finish the modular mega mix, cut that up for you, and then do some samples. And then, yeah, hopefully this problem will have sorted itself out. Bloody hope so by the time the next live stream or something comes along. Got a couple of videos already in the bag. One on restoring this, and there's a couple of schematics that come with that of what was inside here. And then also the high pass modification. And then also looking at this thing, which is a Brawl & Cure thing that was, I think I bought it for 20 quid. And it doesn't work, but it's hunting down the questionable problems. But I don't know whether you know. Well, I don't actually know, and this is a question for people out there. Polystyrene capacitors, are they a lot of trouble? I've just looked at this. I've started looking at this, and I just don't know whether to swap the polystyrene caps with something different. Oh, it's just like trying to track down the problem. It's going to be fun, but I'm gonna try it. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's just a little update. It's quite a bit of an annoying situation, but it just means that I get to work on music a bit more the next few days in the studio place instead of, you know, building. But you never know, there might be some interesting things on the Patreon in the next few days. Oh yeah, also one more thing. Ooh, this, I built this. So how are the cases going to connect to each other with these things? These sub cables, but then I've also got these 3D printed, made these 3D printed like holders. So if you were interested in that, I can give you the code for that. No idea why you would. But yeah, like just using D-sub cables to actually connect between them, and then these connect to the ribbon cables over there. But anyway, so you know, I'm not gonna be slowing down. I'm not gonna black out much like this room has on Patreon. I'll be just it'll be a different type of content. Maybe samples, maybe I don't know. Let's see what happens. But right now, I'm gonna go and take my Eurorack and my speakers and a mixer over to the other studio space that I've been lent whilst this problem is happening. And I'm just going to go and, I don't know, mess around and then see if there's anything worth sharing with you guys that you might find interesting. So yeah, anyway, peace out. Take care. Woo! January, what a lovely start to the year.